Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, May 26, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. St. Louis Cardinals vs Cleveland Guardians. The St. Louis Cardinals have the 7th best team batting average at .262, the 4th best on base percentage at .335, and the 5th best slugging percentage at .442. St. Louis has scored 261 runs, which is 5th best. Nolan Gorman is leading St. Louis in home runs with 13 and in RBI with 39. Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt are second in home runs with 9 each, and Arenado is second in RBI with 34. St. Louis has hit 91 doubles, 5 triples and 72 home runs in 51 games. St. Louis has struggled against interleague teams that have a losing record, losing 5 of the last 7. Cleveland has won 5 of its last 6 interleague games played at home, and the Guardians beat up on right-handed starting pitchers at home, winning 11 of the last 12 in that situation. St. Louis starting pitcher Matthew Liberatore has had just 2 appearances, 1 start and 1 out of the bullpen. The left-hander's most recent appearance lasted just 1 inning after allowing 1 hit and 2 runs last Sunday in a relief appearance versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Cleveland starting pitcher Tanner Bybee has pitched well in each of his last 2 starts, allowing 9 hits and the 3 runs in 13 innings. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians. The under is 9-1-1 in the Guardians' last 11 home games versus a team with a losing record. Our total pick is under 8 runs. Philadelphia Phillies vs Atlanta Braves. The Phillies have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. A 2-out 2-run home run by Trey Turner on Wednesday tied the game at 5-5 in an eventual 6-5 10-inning win over the Diamondbacks. Without Wednesday's late-game heroics, the Phillies would be on a 4-game losing streak. Although the Phillies' 23-27 record may not seem impressive for a team that went to the World Series last season, the club was just 21-29 at this point last season, before going on a 9-game winning streak. At this point, Philadelphia is 4th in the NL East and 8 out of first place. The team has struggled on the road, losing 17 of their 26 games. The Braves are very familiar with Phillies starter Taijuan Walker, with a collective .348 career batting average and .423 on-base percentage against him. Walker has also been terrible on the road this season. The Phillies will be getting their first real look at rookie left-hander Jared Schuster, which will be tough. Schuster has shown improvement in each start, and Philadelphia has lost 9 of its last 11 road games against left-handed starters. I am backing Atlanta. Our team pick is Atlanta Braves. The Braves are first in the National League East and hold a 5.5 game lead over the second-place Mets. As good as the overall record is, when at home the Braves' 14-12 record places them just 24th in moneyline profit, minus $345 in home games. Against the run line, the Braves are just 5-19 as the home favorite, which gives them more run line losses in that situation than any other team in baseball. Take the over 9.5 runs. San Francisco Giants vs Milwaukee Brewers. A game under .500 and just 6 games out of first place in the NL West, San Francisco is in the thick of the division title chase. Can SF climb the standings before the end of the spring? The Giants score 4.29 runs per contest, 20th, and hit .240, 19th, with a .725 ops, 14th. They've hit 67 long balls, 8th, and stolen 26 bases, 26th, in 2023. The San Francisco pitching staff has a 4.17 ERA, 15th, and a 1.32 WHIP, 18th, with 18 quality starts. The Giants are 6-1 in their last 7 games versus a right-handed starter and 7-2 in their last 9 games overall. The Brewers are 1-4 in their last 5 games, with a total set at 7.0 to 8.5. Our team pick is Giants money line. Milwaukee is in full control of the NL Central after Pittsburgh's dismal May, with a 2-game lead over the Pirates. With the other 3 teams in the division under .500, is it Milwaukee's to lose? The Brewers score 4.18 runs per game, 22nd, and hit .238, 21st, with a .705 ops, 20th. They've hit 62 homers, 11th, and stolen 38 bases, 11th this year. The Milwaukee pitching staff has a 4.05 ERA, 12th, and a 1.28 WHIP, 14th, with 20 quality starts. Our total pick is over. Toronto Blue Jays vs Minnesota Twins. Toronto entered Thursday losers of 6 of their previous 7 games as they were beaten by Tampa Bay Wednesday. The Blue Jays went into Thursday's action 26-24 on the year and stood tied for fourth in the AL East, 9.5 games behind the Rays for the top spot in the division. On Wednesday, Toronto got 2 hits each from Bo Bichette, run, and Dalton Varsho, though it wasn't enough to get a victory. Cavan Biggio added his third homer of the season in a losing effort for the Blue Jays. Yusei Kikuchi, 5-2, took the loss as he allowed 5 runs on 8 hits, with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts over 5 innings before departing. Kevin Gausman is on the mound for the Blue Jays as he makes his 11th start of the season in this contest. He is 2-3 with a 3.14 ERA, a 1.079 whip, 11 walks and 81 strikeouts over 63 innings of work this year. Gausman didn't factor in the decision in his last start, which came at home against the Orioles Sunday afternoon. He threw 8 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, in a game Toronto eventually dropped 8-3 in 11 innings. In his last 3 starts, Gausman has no record with a 1.71 ERA, a 0.86 whip, 4 walks and 23 strikeouts over 21 innings of work. Gausman makes his 10th career start against the Twins in this contest. He comes in 0-4 with a 6.36 ERA, a 1.393 whip, 9 walks and 53 strikeouts over 46.2 innings of work against them. Gausman is 0-1 with a 6.57 ERA, a 1.46 whip, 4 walks and 30 strikeouts over 24.2 innings in 5 career starts at Target Field. Both teams have had their struggles of late, but the Twins find themselves atop their division, while the Blue Jays are tied for the cellar in the AL East. Varland has pitched well in his last couple of starts, but the Twins' offense has been middling most of the season. Meanwhile, Toronto has plenty of pop in their lineup, as evidenced by their 20-run outburst against Tampa Bay Tuesday night. The Blue Jays have gotten strong outings from Gausman, though they failed to help him out when it comes to translating those into victories. That changes here as the Blue Jays do enough at the plate to get their starter a win while taking the opening game of the series. Our team pick is Toronto Blue Jays. Minnesota had dropped 3 straight and 5 of their previous 6 before beating San Francisco in the series finale Wednesday afternoon. The Twins entered Thursday 26-24 on the season and held a 2.5-game lead on the Tigers in the AL Central. Against the Giants Wednesday, Minnesota got 2 hits from Willie Castro, 2 runs, while Randall Jeffers, his second, and Edouard Julien, his third, each went deep in the victory. Joe Ryan, 7-1, earned the win on the mound as he threw 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 6 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts before departing. 4 Twins relievers threw 4 scoreless innings of work to close it out. Let's take the under at 8.0 in this one. Washington Nationals vs Kansas City Royals. Washington scored 5 runs in the 7th inning on Thursday afternoon, turning a 5-1 deficit into a 6-5 lead. In the end, it didn't matter, as they coughed up a 3-run blast in the 9th and lost the game. A win would have been the 4th in their last 5 games, as the Bats in DC have woken up lately. They averaged 5.3 runs per game during the 6-game homestand and left the nation's capital 5th in batting average as a team. The Nationals also have the lowest strikeout rate in the league. The runs haven't followed, as they're only 24th in runs per game due to a lack of power and walks. Washington is 28th in walk rate, 29th in homers, and also only 26th in stolen bases. There's plenty to like about this lineup, but they still have work to do. Kansas City's Jordan Lyles has allowed at least 4 runs in 9 consecutive starts, going up against an offense that's swinging hot bats. Along with that, the Royals have an awful bullpen going against a Nationals team that can string together hits. On the other side, Patrick Corbin has been turning in quality starts all month. Corbin's assignment is an offense that is one of the worst in the majors. If Washington's bullpen can hold, this game is theirs to lose. Our team pick is Washington Nationals. The Royals began May on fire offensively, looking as if they may be figuring things out. Well, the high has worn off, as they've only averaged 2.6 runs per game during their last 6. On the season, they're 26th in runs per game, even with Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and Nick Pratto putting together fine seasons. No team gets on base less frequently than the Royals, and only a handful strike out at a higher rate. Kansas City's batting average and slugging percentage are both also bottom 5 in baseball. Their offense has been pretty offensive in 2023. Take the over 9 run.